Hey guys, Hutch here. Just wanted to give you guys little tips on some deathnight theory crafting, both on tanking and on DPSing. As you can see, I'm not wearing the commenting hat, but I'm changing these new rules. I will be commenting either with the glasses or the hizzy hat, and today it's with the glasses. Um, but I'm talking to you guys about some deathnight tips, and this video is mainly for the people who haven't. That are newly to 80 and or people who don't play that much but like to get better at their class and don't know much about Death Knights. Basically, what you want to do when you get to 80, just hit up heroics like it's your fucking mom, and just no, hit up heroics like it's your hot girlfriend and she's naked. So it's just bam, 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 easy mode, fucking wind sauce all over the goddamn badges. Get all your T9 gear. See what I would like to do. What I like to do is when I'm like getting into the process where you're buying all that stuff, I like to buy the rings and then the trinkets and then the gear, because you might like run something and like there's a higher percentage chance that you get shoulders, chest, helmet, gloves, all that good stuff, instead of like rings and trinkets. And trinkets are a big part of a person's DPS. It just depends on what kind of spec you are. So Death Knights, they for 3.3 or 3.5, the main DPS specs that you mostly see people in is Unholy and Frost dual wield DPS, and those specs can pull out major tips. But one that I've been finding out lately has been tanking many heroics is Blood Death Knights, and those guys, instead of specking strength, which you should be specking, or they're gemming armor penetration instead of strength, but you should gem strength if you are unholy or dual wielding. But say you have a Death Knight that doesn't really have a good rotation or doesn't know how to work well with rotations, I would either say go Frost dual wield DPS or go freaking Blood. I find Blood a more of an easier spec to do, or not to do, but an easier spec to do DPS with, because you only have a certain amount of spells, and that's typical with the normal or DK DPS rotation. But I just find it easier for Blood DKs because you're using a attack which is heart attack that only costs one blood rune, and that is very useful when say a heroism comes up. All I do is just spam freaking blood, or heart strike, and it's like 9K, and it's just freaking beautiful. But if you are new to 80 and you might want to try out some different DPS specs, I would suggest doing Blood, just in my own opinion. It just depends on what kind of the person plays and also what the person leveled with. If you're a DK that's leveling, I would highly suggest go Blood, because you can really like run around all these ads and like don't drink this, it'll destroy you. I should drink it anyways. But if you are a Death Knight and you are leveling, I would highly suggest go Blood. Don't worry about gemming then if you do get gear with gems. What you can do, you can just go buy like the white gems out at your inn in Hellfire Peninsula. Those can get you by a little bit. But if you are a leveling DK, definitely go Blood. Blood will definitely get you places, not places, but it'll help you level up faster, because you won't have to be taking or stopping to take food breaks to get your health back up, because you can use Death Strike in your rotation, and that keeps you at maximum health. Even though most of the time when you are DK, you're at maximum health because you're putting out so much damage in such little amount of time, that I just don't really get a chance to put DPS or put a lot of damage on you, and it's just a lot easier. I think Death Knights are the easiest class to level because they have so much flexibility in terms of they can avoid matchup damage, they can take on many ads at a time with Army of the Dead, which I think you get at 80, so I'm not sure if that's true. But definitely, guys, that's just some DPS or stuff. What I think a lot of DKs forget about, if you're new, this one spell which is called Unholy Rune Weapon, and that is an amazing ability. It stops all the cooldowns it refreshes all the cooldowns on your runes, and that's freaking amazing. When like you can't like if you want to get Death Strike up, and this is what I do sometimes. Also when heroism's up, I think, yeah, it also when heroism's up. If I see freaking whoa, sorry, I'm like watching this one movie and like this chick is fucking crazy. But what you want to do is when people pop heroism, when shamans pop heroism in the fight, what I like to do is get all right, here, let me start this over. Okay, when you're in a raid and you're going on a boss and you see and the shaman's pop heroism, what I like to do is if you're not at 60 runic power to call in your unholy rune weapon, do that and then do the what is that spell called? It's a spell that refreshes. I just forgot. Oh my god. Okay, let me restart. Whew. The spell that reduces all the cooldowns on all your runes is called. It slips my mind right now. I'll see if I can remember it. But anyways, if you see a shaman pop heroism, what you're doing in the fight, if you're not up to the runic power of your unholy rune weapon, you're gonna want to get to their unholy rune weapon and then fucking heresy on yourself. And a way Death Knights can do this without having to like click on themselves, go into your interface and then go under combat and then go to under auto self-cast, and that way you don't have to click on yourself, and that'll save you a lot of time. What you're going to want to do, okay, Frost Strike, blah, 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 Unholy Rune Weapon, Heresy, wait for a cooldown, or no, right after Heresy, do the spell that reduces, or that stops all the cooldowns, or that refreshes all the cooldowns on your runes. And then that'll help your DPS a lot, like, because you'll be putting out 20% more damage with Heresy. You'll be putting out double attacks you'll be putting out 50% more of your attacks onto a target with the Unholy Wound Weapon, and also that you'll have Runic Power up again after casting Unholy Rune Weapon, so you can use Death Coil, and then also all your cooldowns and all your stuff will be refreshed, and that will immensely help your freaking DPS. I think I'm just going to talk about Blood tonight. I'll do Unholy and then Frost Dual Wield the other night, or a couple other nights. But I only have a couple minutes left in here. Basically, what tanking you're going to want to do is what I like to do. I like to stay at 22% parry or higher, 22% or higher, and with dodge, I like to keep it around 27% with Horn of the Winter on. That way, when you're in ICC, you'll have a heart or a cap of 10% for dodge while you're in ICC. Wait, yeah, 27% dodge without Horn of the Winter. That way, when you have Horn of the Winter up, you'll have 10% dodge, easy mode. And then with all your buffs, you'll be freaking rolling and going. But basically, what you want to do is gem for stamina and dodge, and if you're not the expertise cap, gem for expertise and stam, and then hit and stam. That's all you need to worry about. Don't spec for parry, don't gem for parry, because with Death Knights you get a higher parry percentage because strength equals parry. You can go check in your spell book, and it's in the blood section of your spellbook, and it says somewhere on there that it turns a certain amount of strength into parry, which is very good. Which weapon that I would choose, highly suggest for you guys to get, is the one axe off of the fourth guy in the first wing. I forget all these names. I'm thinking 10 miles per hour right now. You'd be thinking 50 miles per hour. But get that weapon because it has crit, a lot of stam, a lot of strength, 2 gems that you can put expertise in, and it also has expertise on the weapon, which is amazing. Expertise is very important for a tank so that you don't miss your stuff when you're getting all this threat. I'll make another video talking about rotations and all that good stuff. I'm a little short on time. This is mostly a DPS video, but enjoy the rest of your night, guys, and I will talk to you later. Expect a video coming out more about Death Knights. Talk to you later.